Hey everybody, how you doing? Shedeur Sanders has endured a great deal of racism, and it's the kind of racism that says, among other things, first of all, you should not be making, you know, a name, image, and likeness contract deal of 6 million. It's okay for Carson Beck, formerly of the Georgia Bulldogs, to be taken by Miami for 4 million, and he hasn't done anything. Carson Beck did not rise to the level of a $4 million a year quarterback for the University of Georgia. They took him on image, literally. Shedeur Sanders had his father's name combined with his record setting performance in college as the most accurate quarterback in NCAA history. And no one wants to repeat that because, well, he's black and he's Sanders, all right? This has to stop. You have to stop devaluing people because they're African American and male. And that's what's happening here. And no one's calling it out. Whenever there's a black media organization, it's not to call out something like that. And also, we're not teaming up like we should. That's another story for another time. But right now, I'm focused on this. There's a man named Jason Whitlock who is with Fox and has a tendency, and this is what he was hired to do, was to take what he believes is a conservative line. Folks, it's not conservative at all. What it is it's self-hating. Okay? So he needs to be honest and say that he's paid to be a self-hating black person because that's what he is. And when I say self-hating, I'm talking about love of self. I'm not saying that if you're in a interracial, Lord knows, interracial relationship, because I've been in many of them, okay? And my girlfriends are still friends. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about love of who you are as a black person and appreciate others who are black because of the fact that you understand, you know, what you're going through and what you're dealing with, just to have the right to be who you are as an individual person. Okay? And everybody in this country has the right to be who they are as an individual person, including Shedeur Sanders. Now, Jason Whitlock is trying to take that away from Jason by from Shedeur Sanders by criticizing him and saying that he's a gold chain wearing thing and all this. There's nothing wrong with anyone wearing gold chains at all. All right, nothing. But Jason could come clean and explain to people why he is so ashamed to be who he is, and how come he doesn't attack anyone who is white? Is it because the owners of the organization are white? These are fair questions to ask. All right, Shedeur Sanders is a record-setting quarterback. He had no business being devalued to the point through a collusive action by the National Football League, and let's face it, that's what it was, that he falls all the way to the fifth round, and then they say, okay, now you go and get him, Browns, okay? That was wrong. And the NFL is already being sued for a collusive act.
Patricia or Patricia?
Excuse me, one moment, please. All right, one moment, please. I've got to take this. Hello? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm on live right now. That's the only thing. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, um, so my point is that for Jason to do what he does to attempt to devalue a person like Shedeur, who's been a record setter in college, who has played under not one but six different types of offenses, or I should say, in six different types of offenses during his college career, and four offensive coordinators, and he's managed to post the record of most accurate during that entire time. Currently, he's the focus of constant fake news. Oh, and don't talk to me about the speeding ticket, because do you realize that there's a relationship in a number of municipalities that is symbiotic between the press and the police, so that somebody who's on the press in Cleveland could say, hey, you know what? I saw Shedeur speeding. He gets out here at like midnight. You should follow him or track him. and make sure that he gets nabbed for a speeding ticket. How do you know that wasn't done in this instance? Police aren't going to tell you that. All right, but it does happen. All you have to do is do a little internet research to discover this sort of thing happens. Why? To build up a case against him. There are people in the NFL with media who have it out for him for no other reason than he is a confident, young black man who spells, I can't treat you inappropriately like they used to treat people in slave times anymore. He is a threat to the system as it stands, which is a type of modern slave system for anybody who comes from a football factory in the South who's black who feels that that's their only meal ticket. And the minute you think that, they've got you, okay? And they're going to use you and talk to you any kind of way that they want to because they know that they can discard you and bring in somebody else. Name, image, and likeness. And let's face it, all this goes back to Ed O'Bannon at UCLA, now some 20 years ago. The fact of the matter is that those days are well in the past. There are people, white male coaches who can't stand it, should admit it, and should either change or resign. You have to sell yourself now. You have to sell yourself as a coach to the player, and they're not used to that. And Shedeur is at the top of that list. Okay,
Patricia,
that's what's
Patricia.
going on. Excuse me for one moment, please. Yeah, I'm still on. I'm almost done though. I'll take care of it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So at any rate, my point is that this type of treatment, this high-tech lecturing on the part of people like Jason Whitlock and others, have to stop. It is anti-black racism. Anti-black racism done by someone, in this case Jason Whitlock, who claims to be black. Now, if you want someone to do better, stop looking at them negatively. If someone like the gentleman from the Cleveland Browns is arrested for assumed assault, look carefully. Because ask yourself the question, why was it that the person who accused him of this stayed around for 5 days, not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 extra days, then left his house, then called the police? Was it because this fellow didn't have a lot of money to give her? That's bad stuff, all right? So we have to stop this constant desire among some of the media who are black, like Jason Whitlock, to conduct these high-tech lynchings of young black men. It's got to stop. Thank you. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark NFL News by Zenny62.com.